Then I'm coming back broken down and defeated, detergent, busy and confused, sleeping. You're dying while I wait till it started. On the journey chosen, wasted, now it's selected.
The unknown is ever present. Few dare tread inside. Join us on this journey deep inside. Your brain, your body, your mind inside you'll find. Connecting them all, you'll come alive. Open your mind, open your heart. Connect them both to your body. That's how it starts. Give me an hour, I'll give you your life by opening your mind every Monday night. The binaural beats are pumping, the frequencies are dialed in. You breathe in the blue through your nostrils, you exhale the red through your mouth. Your focus is on point, you have no doubt. But this isn't the end. The vibration is taking you higher. Your consciousness is dialed in, connecting every chakra, giving way for the light from within. Open your mind, open your heart. Connect them both to your body. That's how it starts. Give me an hour, I'll give you your life by opening your mind every Monday night. You are unstoppable. You are power. You are your future. Love takes you higher. There is nothing that you can't do. There is no one to stop you. Forget the time and let it all fly by. Open your mind. Open your mind. Open your heart. Connect them both to your body. That's how it starts. Give me an hour, I'll give you your life by opening your mind every Monday night.
Hope you heard me on there. I messed up. I was in the wrong end of the program, and welcome to Open Your Mind. But you know, it's Monday. I think we all get those Monday problems. But hello, and welcome to the broadcast again. This is something totally different. And before we get in there, let's do a little bit of roll call. Hey, John Allen. John Allen, you were the first one into the chat and offering greetings. Hi, Jojo. How's Australia right now? I think it's a winter down there, if I'm correct. Down in land down under. And my StreamYard decided to take a poop on me. So hi, Jen. Hi, Val. Hey, BJ. It's great to see you. It's great to see everybody. Hi, Stacy Morrison. Let's keep going down. I know we have a bunch of people here tonight, and we're going to hopefully help you out and make everything feel a lot better with everybody and get you on a path to opening your mind. I'm just looking at, and Terry Mosby is here, Texas Cacti, and Mia Starfire. Sorry, Mia. Yeah, that was in the wrong end of StreamYard. I was on the wrong brand. But this is Open Your Mind Mondays. I'm going to be doing just an hour. I'm not going to kill you with something. I don't think anybody's going, yes, thank you very much, Jen. The Super Gator, Super Cougar chat is open. If you so choose, I may change it to the Super Vibration and just have everything wiggling. But never expected, always appreciated, as BRMR says, and that's exactly what I feel too. The super eye could work too. That would be pretty good. So let's try that one, super eye. But this is a totally different show because what's going on in this world is a little bit crazy, and people are not they're purposely being vibrated down in their thinking, their logic, their days. They're being bombarded by massive amounts of frequency with your Wi-Fi. By the way, Wi-Fi kills sperm. If you're trying to have a child, shut the freaking thing off. And you need to detox from Wi-Fi. Do yourself a favor. Shut your phone off. Once, if you can do it for an hour, it'd be great. But it is something we need to do. We need to work on our what is common thread throughout the universe: sound, frequency, vibration, resonance. That's what everything works on. And I know a lot of everybody here is very much into the paranormal, high strangeness, UFOs, all that stuff. That all deals with sound, frequency, vibration, resonance. I knew about this decades ago. I've been talking about it for decades. And once you understand that's the key, there's a lot of things you can do with it. Okay. Now, if you take the sound, frequency, vibration, and resonance, and you also add on top of it binaural beats, frequencies, hemi-syncing, and meditation. And I know there's a lot of you in there don't like meditation or have a hard time getting into meditation because of focus. Jen Noseworthy from PNL, Paranormal Newfoundland, mentioned to one of our other chat mates in there, have you tried decaf? I don't know about you, but I have an Australian Labradoodle, and he woke me up at 5:30 in the morning, and I went to sleep at 1. And I almost had an Australian Labradoodle rug. Only kidding. I can't do anything. My kids will kill me. But we're not getting enough sleep. We need something like caffeine to start it off. But if you can kind of tear down your caffeine, like, start in the morning right up here and then slowly build it down. First of all, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna rest better. You're gonna be able to calm yourself more. And if you need a little bit more energy and pep, I highly recommend supplements. And I will be putting lists of things out there in the show description. Again, I am not dispensing any medical advice. I am not dispensing legal advice. If you have a medical condition, always consult with your physician. And if you have legal advice, I would ask you to go get a great lawyer, because I did study a little bit of law in school, but I'm not a lawyer. I'm not even close to that, and I don't even want to be that. But yeah, I don't know if he's a poor Australian Labradoodle, John. He's treated like a king down here. But we're going to get into all this in a few seconds. I just wanted to let you know that this Wednesday on Third Eye Live, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. with co-host Mark Boom Boom Eddie, who's in the chat. We have a great show for you, Robert Solomon from This Uncanny Earth podcast. We're going to be talking a lot of the weird and strange stuff coming up. So go check that out. Don't forsake us. And I know there are several shows that go off at 8 p.m. Eastern. But if you're in my show, watch it till the end, and then you can catch the replay of the others. And I'm going to say that. And I love the people that are also showing. They're dear friends of mine, like family. But if you're already here, sit back, relax, have a couple of drinks, and then just click rewind, and you can watch the rest of the show from that point forward. But when we talk about sound, frequency, vibration, and resonance, something that's very important. We all listen to music. And by the way, Yeti Audio Labs on YouTube, please go subscribe to that. Yeti Audio Lab is in the chat right now, and she does a great job with her music. But originally, and I'm going to take the chat off for 2 seconds. So when we're dealing with music, in 1953, there was a worldwide agreement made based on an idea from the Rockefeller Foundation. You don't know who they are, go look them up. I'm getting yelled at by Bigfoot Audio Labs. And they wanted to change the frequency of music. So they changed it from the natural harmonic resonance of 432 hertz, which is also the Schumann resonance, mind you, to 432 hertz, which actually suppresses your mind and your consciousness. Okay? That is not good. That is something very terrible for you. And what we want to do now is get back to the 432. What's interesting about 432 is that it is the sound of Mother Earth, Gaia, our planet. And I'm dropping this in about 2 seconds. I will show you the difference. When natural sound of 432 gets screwed up, or there's bad things happening, or people thinking negative, or they're doing negative things, what happens is the earth knows it. It feels it. It lives, it breathes, it's everything. And it is reflected in what they call the Schumann resonance. This is the current Schumann resonance. This is right now. Something of interest. Look at this big white line all the way on the right-hand side of your screen. Mother Earth is screaming right now. And it's telling you there are things that are going to take place that aren't good. A lot of us may be feeling the pressure. A lot of us may be feeling off or discomfort. We may have interrupted sleep because of this. This is what the earth is, the frequency it's generating. It's telling you there's a problem. That is a huge spike. And I didn't check it earlier today. But this is something very interesting to pay attention to. And it all goes back and relates to 432. When you're at 432 hertz, you are at a point of balance, of peace, of harmony. When they move this to 440, it's just mayhem and chaos. You cannot connect to it. You cannot vibrate higher. They want you distracted. This is why everything has gone that direction. And so that's one of the ways that they kind of get to you. And we're going to change that, because if you start to do certain things and you start to listen to a variety of frequencies and use binaural beats, you can use a frequency generator. They have tons of free ones on both Apple and Google platforms, which would be Samsung for the most part. Download them, listen to them. We're going to put a list up of what these frequencies do for you. Matter of fact, we're going to listen to them right now. Each one of these frequencies will do a specific something for you. They will ground you. It'll support physical comfort and stability. This is more grounding and balance. Okay. Again, when you listen to it, it balances you out and it grounds you. And if you put the trifecta together, you remember 369 from Tesla? Each one of these equal the same number, 3, 6, and 9. This is emotional support. When you need that, you can put on a frequency. When you want to clear negative air or energy, this is the frequency, 417. It gets rid of, it's right there, emotional blockages. 528 is a beautiful frequency to be listening to. It's because it's love. It's about love and emotions and balance and harmony and openness, which is a great thing to have in your world due to all the stresses. Here's 639. Again, a play on 396 or 369. This is good when you want to connect with people and you want to just build your relationship. And it gets a little bit weird with your headphones on if you're listening with them, but that's what you want. You want the hemi syncing. 741 supports a better communication. So when you're talking to someone, you can actually keep it on. You'll speak the truth. Life will get better for you. 852. You want to open up your mind and vibrate higher? This frequency helps you do that. You perceive things more. And then we have 963. And progressively, these have gotten a little bit higher in the pitch. But how would you like to be aware of more? Be focused, be able to reflect a little bit more without the distractions of the world. That's what these frequencies are doing for you. And then this is part of the binaural beats category. I'm actually traveling. I normally would have my board here, and then I could start playing binaural beats for you. I love them. I don't get paid by Bonsai Labs. At one point, it was free. They give you a free demo, right? But now everything is paid for crap. But there are still tons of free apps out there that will provide you either to generate your own frequency at whatever hertz you want, or they'll have 6 or 9 different frequencies, and you press on them, and the frequency will be there. I have a whole list of frequency playlist, and you can listen to some of these frequencies. There are some of them in there, sophrological frequencies, and you will not believe how crazy they are because they can heal you. There is a frequency to fix your eyesight. I've used it. I got a bit nervous at one point. I had a certain medical issue where my blood sugar was 502. That was from steroids that a doctor prescribed. Okay. But you worry about when you get to 502 in the diabetic range, you can literally lose your eyesight. That's one of the problems from diabetes. And yet I started listening to this frequency just for 15, 20 minutes a day for 3 days. And the blurriness that, when you get older, some of us, it's harder to read. So you have to have longer arms. There is a liver frequency, by the way, Texas cacti. So again, we have to work on these things. Now, BJ, I believe it was BJ. Everybody wants to learn how to like meditate or clear their mind for the most part, and some people are just all over the place. Look, squirrel, doing that. So what we're going to do is, before we start getting into our remote viewing project, I think it's about a minute long. We're going to listen to 174. And it's an amazing frequency. I actually found this. There is no coincidences. They are they're all over the place. And yes, cymatics, Grayson Schmidt, brother, yes, are key to good health. That's what the church bells were for. You are correct. And we'll get into that on a later episode. Maybe we'll bring Grayson into the Open the Mind forum and get him to work for a little bit for a living. Hi, Diane. So what we're going to do now is to help us and BJ and anybody that's had a problem with trying to focus. Let's see if this works. Because down the line, we're going to do some focusing on the 3 targets that we have. And I'll just remind you, because I have it here someplace. I have it here someplace, and I got to find it. But we definitely uploaded the 3 targets for the broadcast. A01, A02, and A03. And no, of course, I can't find that. We will find it right now. And we'll show you the images. Oh, come on, computer. Why are you giving me a hard time? So let's go play with this for a moment. We're back. That should help to settle your mind, and you would not think of that when listening to it. But these frequencies play on certain parts of your brain that are responsible for your anxiety, depression, happiness, sadness, desire. And it's something we have to get used to using in our lives. And we're definitely going to do that. I'm just trying to get to this graphic, but one of the things we're doing here at Open Your Mind is we're going to start teaching people how to remote view. Now, there's a variety of different remote viewing techniques. And there's the military, the Stanford Research Institute, where Ingo Swann was, where they first started doing this and practicing it because they found out the Soviets were using it. That's psi warfare. And there's certain protocols for it. I am a natural remote viewer, although I do plan to take a course at the Monroe Institute in Virginia. They have online courses as well, because I want to be able to have both ends of the spectrum, that natural ability and then the organized ability, where there's coordinate remote viewing, blind remote viewing. I just do it. It is a God-given gift. When you are born, God gave you your third eye and other abilities. He made man in his image. And like Yeshua stated to you, and I'm not getting into a religious thing here, but Yeshua said you don't have to go to that institution or those people or that person, which is all about control in our world. You get to talk to God. That's why you can pray wherever you are. If you're in a hospital, if you're in a foxhole, there are no atheists in foxholes. Just remember that. You don't necessarily have to go to a specific building. And the technique is very simple, and it started for me when I started exercising my abilities. So naturally, and you may have all have experienced this in the past, you just know something's happening. You know something bad's happening. You get a stomach ache. Okay? The first place everybody gets it is in their stomach. Ooh, I don't feel good about this. You get an upset stomach. And that is your natural psychic abilities that God gave you taking over. But what started out as stomach went to just knowing, seeing individuals in my mind, my mind's eye, and seeing them sick or overhearing a conversation that was taking place in California and I'm in New York. Yeah, side stomach ache definitely works. There are a lot of people here that have abilities, and I'm going to assume that you understand that. But some people are laymen, and we're going to break it down for you how it works. So it usually starts with, you get butterflies or something wrong with your stomach. I don't feel right about that. Or you start getting goose pimples when something's going to, and then something happens. Some people get headaches. Some people start to twitch in their eyes, especially when something bad's going to happen. These are all signs and signals. But the best way to start doing stuff is not to just be bombarded with these weird things and be the weird person in everybody's life. Oh, that's Fades. She's weird. She's great, actually, but I'm just using you as an example. And when you always know something's going to happen, or you know it's going to happen before everybody else, and the way you played it off as a young kid is, oh, I just took a guess. No, you knew. And some of your friends that are really tight, they know you can do things like this, and they treat you with utmost respect. Others will make fun of you. And then people shut down. If I had a nickel for every time I heard that's not normal, I'd be probably close to a billionaire. What the world thinks is normal is not normal. These abilities are normal. You all have them. And we're going to work through every every Monday, we're going to give you those 3 targets. I'm going to be pulling tarot tonight. I have a huge collection of tarot cards. Let me see if I can get this in there. Boom. I'm using a filter here, something that will, here, I'll just do it this way and then clear it out for 2 seconds. Right? So there's my tarot cards. Ooh. I'm going to try to do that, blur it out, and then I'm going to get rid of the that portion of it. We're going to go back to my background. And we'll pull 3 cards for today, which will represent what was, what is today, and what will be in the following week. And I think that will help people out. I also want to have people coming in. I've already asked Mia to come in. A buddy of mine, you may have seen him on a couple of our shows, Dave Ferrigno. He's really good with the tarot. And if somebody wants to come into the show and be the tarot person and pull the cards, I'm more than happy with that. We can do past, present, future, and representation of what just happened to you this week, what's currently going on. And it's a Monday, folks, because a lot of crap can go on. And what the outcome of this week will be. And hopefully it'll be a great one. So when you remote view and you want to open up that part of your life, what you're doing is connecting your consciousness and you're sending it out into the ether. And you can actually set the target. You can say, I want to visit Mars. And through meditation and closing your eyes, in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. We're going to do this quite often, breathing. We're going to try to do this for about 15 seconds tonight live. But this is why I'm giving you new targets every Wednesday night on Third Eye Live. Every Wednesday night, we are going to give you 3 new targets. And we're going to go down the alphabet. A's, B's is coming up. And we give you a whole week to do this process. The first step, meditation. Now, some of you, like we've discussed, are having a problem focusing. Scatterbrains, right? And I don't blame you. Life sure does pass by fast. There are things that pop up. Case in point, I just found out 5 minutes before the premiere of this new show that this wonderful person that I grew up with, and she was cute, and I had a crush as a little kid, and we all were friends. She just passed away this morning from cancer. And she's probably about 5 years older than me. And I just saw her mother, who is like 90 something. And it's absolutely devastating when things like this happen. Not only because I know who she is, I know she has children and a husband and a family, but in general, children should be outliving their parents. And as a parent, to know you've outlived your child is something that will eat at you forever. So I literally just found out about this just before the show started. I also found out that Adam from Half Inch Wrench Crew had an experience that put him back in the hospital. I was talking to him early today. I sent him prayers, healing, recovery, and blessings. And I did have a conversation where I think some of the reason why he went through this is some of our medical professionals care more about kickbacks than doing medicine. And I appreciate the sorries. I do appreciate that. I don't want to see anybody getting hurt, but too many people are passing away. We recently lost Brent, and one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. And I knew him prior to meeting him in person, but it was great. We both said, holy crap, we've known each other for years. It's great to finally meet each other. Yeah, so if you can send healing vibes to Adam for the Half Inch Wrench Crew, And that would be great. I mean, there's a lot of people I know are suffering. And if anybody in this chat is suffering, I'm going to tell you right now, and I say it to everybody, and I mean it. I send everybody prayers, healing, recovery, and blessings. Okay? So what we can do is to remote view and to get started in raising your vibration, opening your mind, raising your frequency, going from what they say is 3D, which is the normal world, to 4, 5, and on. And the higher you raise your vibration, the less this crap that you deal with on a daily basis actually means anything to you. What happens when you raise your vibration, it's kind of like, does that third grade spelling bee mean anything to you at this point in your life? No. Does that middle school algebra test mean anything to you at this point in your life? No, it's meaningless. And once you start opening your mind and opening your heart and connecting your brain, your body, mind, and heart together, the little things, you don't get involved in the fights. It's petty. You move away from it. I don't need it. This is part of what, and I'm not going to get preachy, but I'm going to go back to what Yeshua said, which is Jesus, for those that don't know. Turn the other cheek. He didn't mean all the time. He meant sometimes. If you vibrate a higher frequency, what a couple of words going to mean? But if the bastard touches you, right hook. That's it. I'm pretty good about giving out leeway. I'm a Cancer. I'll let you go and go. But when it gets to a point where I'm not gonna deal with it anymore, you've gone beyond, that's when you take action. And that's why I started doing my own meditation. I started literally 5 minutes, and I did it in my car. I parked the car, shut everything off, and just closed my eyes. It's like a little nap. And I breathe in through the mouth. And when I exhale out the mouth, I breathe in through the nose. And when I exhale through the mouth, sometimes I would add you add a vibration to it. Now, you don't want to really do this in public because people are going to be like, wow, that guy's really weird. But it does help you to trigger and connect your body. So I would do that for about a minute. And you can even use the and breathe it out. And you're going to find yourself seeing blank at the beginning. But what you want to do is you want to look for that little dot, that white dot, kind of like what's in the middle of the eye of the background. Okay? And if you do that, it will help you. I'm going to put it back up. Look at that pinpoint of light and breathe in, breathe out, in, out. Focus on the dot. That little dot, it's going to be hard. Sometimes it'll go away. It'll come back. Then it's going to start to form after you do this for a couple of times. And then it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you're now getting your body in touch with the world of vibration, sound, frequency, and resonance. Om in public all around you. Yes, they will think you're a loony John. That could be a good thing depending on where you are, especially the New York City subway stations, which I highly recommend you don't go on at this point. And that's what I want you to do to start off with doing the targets A1, A2, and A3. And next week it'll be 1, B2, B3. I want you to do that. And I want to close your eyes and for 1 minute, just close your eyes and breathe in and out. I want you to have a piece of paper with you. Okay? On the piece of paper, if we can see this, if this doesn't go out, we're going to see if it does. Let's see. I want you to put, well, this is open your mind, but put the date of this, of the date you started, and put the first A01 there. That is your target. Every time you're working on a new target, put it at the center and the top, and then you start working on it. Now, the reason why we have paper is I don't want you to think. I just want you to see, smell, touch, taste, and whatever comes to you, however crazy it is. And you can start writing it down as in letters. You can say, orange, lines, circles. You can start drawing stars. You can start drawing hash marks because you're seeing like that's a representation of something. So I'm going to try to turn it around again. Oh, come on, paper. I should just go back to this. Yes, I'm in my kitchen because I don't have my new studio. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to start doing things. You may put dots down. You may take circle after circle after circle. Okay? And you start writing it down. What you're getting when focusing on A01. What is that target? What am I looking for? And there's no right or wrong. I'm telling you right now, no one's going to laugh at you. No one is. You're not going to be embarrassed by it. And you're going to start picking up on things. Now, because we have 3 targets, I'm going to tell you something. You may be picking up on things that are in 03 in your 01 headline. As you exercise it, it's going to get clearer. It's going to get organized. You're not going to be, you're not going to be out of sync. So when you're doing a A01 and you're focusing on it, you're going to get it. When you go to A02, you're going to get it. You're going to start getting more and more details. Okay. I'm doing random generation of these images. I may even, when I get to a better spot, have someone I'm going to take part in it too. I'm going to have them have it. And then when I tell them to, they're going to send me the image literally live. And I will know the target at that point as well. So a lot of you are saying, been doing, Free Your Mind has been doing a version of this for years. Yeah, a lot of us have been doing version of this for years. You know what the great way of doing this is? How many of you, raise your hand in chat, how many of you have taken a deck of cards, shuffled it, and tried to determine what that card was that was coming up on the next one? Ace, Jack, 2, 7, 6, 4. How many did that? Yep. There you go. Thus your mind. Yes, you do. And BJ, this is where we get into, yes, you will get them jumbled. But let me tell you something. Sometimes I get images when I remote view. It's the inverse of what it actually is. But I don't let it bother me, because it may have a play later on down the line. Right? So just keep going. Yeah. All right, Yeti. Keep it quiet or I'll boot you from this chat. No numbers for age here, please. I'll know how old I am next Saturday. And I don't want to know how old I am. But so what I'd like you to do is, when you get these things, when you get these sheets and you've written them, take a picture with your cell phone of them. Take a picture of the page, every one of them. And if you go to our Facebook, and on Facebook, under the Third Eye Live tab, and you go there, Third Eye Live, I'm going to just pull this out. I am going to, there, I just put in, I'm going to share this with you so you can all see what I'm talking about. There's 2 ways of doing this. You can actually go to Third Eye Live and you can share it in the Open Your Mind. It'll be Monday, Season 1, the first episode, remote viewing, and the graphic for that episode will be there, A1, A2, A3. Or let's go to, where is our YouTube? Let me see. Let me go to my YouTube page, youtube.com. And we're going to open this up in 2 seconds. I'm going to go to my channel. If I can go to my channel, and in my channel, we have a community. So let me share that. Let me get rid of this. Boom. And let me share the community tab. I want you to actually, I'd love you to subscribe so you can go to the community tab. And then when you click on the community tab, it will take you to our community. And in there, you can start posting what you've seen. I'll put a new image in, just like for the episode, and put your posts up. You're allowed to post. You can post, sometimes you can post images. If you want to keep the images, we'll use the Facebook group. But if you want to just, transcribe and put up the information that you've been writing down, now when we go look for it and we reveal it right now, and bye-bye, David. No pun intended. Now we can go review it and take part in it. So try to focus right now. We're going to go through 1, 2, and 3. We're getting close to the end of this. And I know this was a little bit all over. It's the first show. I promise it'll be a little bit more organized. But we're going to go through this. We're going to work on binaural beats. We're going to try to hemi-sync your brain. And I'm looking for resources for all of you that are free. I don't want anybody to have to spend money on this. Okay? Yes. Super chat's open. I appreciate everybody and your kindness and consideration. It helps. We do a great job, not only on this show, but we do it with Third Eye Live. We love you and we appreciate you. It's never expected and it's always appreciated. And we have a couple of people in here and we're going to thank them in a few moments. But I really want to get this done for you guys free, and I want you to start and keep doing. If you have children and grandchildren, you can play games with them. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. That's exercising your psychic abilities. And as you start exercising and you start with your muscles, you start with 1 pound, then you go to 3 pounds, then you go to 6 pounds. And before you know it, you're at 100 pounds. And you're getting stronger and stronger, and you're not all over the place. It's not always jumbled. So let's focus on 0, 1. I have it here on the stream. We're going to put it in a moment. 3. Would anybody like to just take a shot of if they've done the work and thinking about it, or we can just take 1 minute and focus on what you believe the target is for 0, 1. And you can start putting it into the chat. And we have the chat live on the screen. So close your eyes for 1 moment. We'll go through a guided mini meditation. Breathe in and breathe out. Focus on the folder A01. Ask yourself in your mind's eye, what is this target? What do you see? Keep going. We're going to give you just a few moments for this one. Breathe in and out. What are you seeing? What are you feeling? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it slimy? Is there a feel to it? Is this amazement to it? Is there happiness to it? Breathe in and breathe out. So far, we have Yeti Audio Lab saying banana yellow tree. Now we have Jaquetta saying a forest. Texas waving a flag. Like a toucan tropical bird. Here's BJ. Country setting, blue sky, clouds, trees, stream, Daylight, summertime, calming. Pink flowers on the trail. Blue clouds. Pink flowers on the trail. Horse. Mia's warm sky, flying. We're going to reveal this target in 10 seconds. Orange dragon, very interesting. Yeah. You keep getting a forest and a rocket. That's interesting too. And then we thought at camel at first, but I don't know. Pine trees. Oh, this is great. That is water flowing through a valley. So now let's reveal target 01. This is target 01. Well, there are trees in the image. Let's start going through here, but I'm not discrediting all this stuff. So let's go. Banana yellow tree. I can't zoom in on it, but there seems to be a little yellow on the tree on the right of this image. I wouldn't call it a forest, but it is several different trees. It's more of a garden. Waving flag. Tropical bird. Country setting, blue skies, clouds. Pink flowers on trellis. Now, I can't see too deep into this image, but there seems to be a little bit of a pinkish hue to the sky. And there are clouds. They're not necessarily blue, but there are clouds. Okay. Horse, warm sky flying, orange dragon. So there may be inlay work on this that may depict the dragon. And you said forest and a rocket. Wouldn't the top of this look a little bit like a rocket or rockets on the right and left? Minarets, I would believe they're called. See how this is working. Okay. This is how it works. Tree images, warm water, two horizontal lines, circle. Beautiful and peaceful. Taj Mahal, it is. That's right. And it is beautiful and peaceful. And there is water. And there are intricate carvings within the structure. So first in mind was warm as Indian waters or half so. That it does happen. You're going to pick up on a lot of it. But once we start doing this over and over, every Monday, we're going to have 3 new targets. You're going to get better at it. And we're just going to start to show off, I think, at this point, with doing the targets to make life easy for everybody. So we have enough time. And Texas said when focused on earlier, seeing a mirrored water. How interesting, there is a mirror in there. Yep. And then Jaquetta said she felt the dampness, and there would be dampness there because of where the location is. And Jamie says, howdy. Welcome, Jamie. Yes. Trees and pillars. Blue sky and clouds. Yes, you were close, BJ. And they do look like rockets, don't they? So now let's take 15 seconds again. Now we know what we're doing. And I'm going to go to the end of this. Now we're going to go into target number 2. 02. So now focus on that. Take a few moments. And then we will get right back to doing what we should be doing. So focus in on it. I'm going to take me off. But we're going to still discuss this. Breathe in, breathe out. In with the good air and out with the bad. There's a Bigfoot sighting in chat. Hey, Rob. And we're breathing, and we're continue to do that. Focus on A02. And now we're going to come back. I'm going to get rid of that. For Your Mind says she sees dancing. Thank you, Rob. Little Patty sees nothing. That's okay. This isn't, it does take time to start to develop. And I'm telling you, once you start developing your abilities, the things you'll learn, like, oh, I know there's going to be a meeting today. I know what it's about. And you're going to be prepared more than anybody else. Carving in rocks. Obelisk. We get to see a wood deck and something dark like metal with lines through it and a ripply rainwater. Very interesting. Pint of light and darkness, maybe mine too quiet. I got Saturn, a ball with rings around it. That's Jamie. Clock, busy area of people. Car, but I didn't know what kind. Brick, stop, automobile, tire. Dark and star twinkle, also green. Keep seeing Mark Getty's Yes. Now, little Patty sees brown mountains. Green grass rolling, the color blue, possible trees. Metal drum. Barrel in the rain. Maybe a space target. I'm too far away for some images. I understand that. Stacy Morrison does stars rectangle dome. Diane does not know, but I don't know if she's answering the question. So now we're going to reveal target number 2. This is target number 2. Now, do you remember what some of those individuals were posting previously about trees and water and blue? And the center could be, if you've seen the new rockets, they kind of give that whitish parabola when they take off. Don't give up on that, John, though. You may never have done it, but at that point, but don't give up on it. And Jamie goes, nailed it. Yes, you nailed it. But as we work more and more with this, we're gonna, looks like my number 1. Yes, it does. But a lot of what you were saying, you're starting to pick up on it. And the more you do this, the easier it's going to be. You're actually going to start seeing it. And when you can start seeing it remote viewing wise, I will tell you straight up, you can see, touch, taste, feel, manipulate anything you want. You can look into the future. You can look into the past. You can look into the current situation. Okay? So now one more time, we're going to get rid of this and we're going to go with our last target for tonight. Next week, we will have another 3 targets. And I want you to, again, clear your mind and think about all you've been doing tonight and the breathing, the in and out. And while we're doing this, I am going to shuffle a deck of tarot cards. I have a collection of them. I don't normally use them. I can do this without tarot cards. But the people that are gifted in the tarot cards are truly gifted in this. And They are just wonderful human beings, the way they do things. So, trying to shuffle tarot cards can be virtually impossible these days. Yes, the warder was dancing in the other one. I beg of you not to give up on this. It's a new attempt. You know, before you can run, you have to learn how to crawl. And we're doing the crawling stage right now. And then you kind of walk and then you run. And then your parents are just like, why couldn't they just stay in that crib? All right, we're still on 3. We're going to reveal 3 in a moment. And we're going to see how 3 of Swords in your mind. Oh, we're already getting to the tarot cards. Chocolate cake, maybe I'm hungry. Yes, you very well could be hungry at this point. So let's reveal target number 3. There it is. Now, it's interesting that some of you previously, looks like the drawing I did for 3, we had, someone mentioned something about the lines and a globe and a Saturn. Well, I'm not trying to backpedal, but sometimes some of these things are, the watch can be considered a Saturn-like because it does have an outer ring around it. And sometimes the way you do it, you'll pick up on something, you'll say Saturn, and it's not Saturn, but it has, you got to look a little bit deeper on what things could be. Someone said yellow at one point, like a tree. Brick, stop automobile tires. Dark and stars twinkling, also green. See, wooden metal. Someone did say a clock right there, Val. Yes, he did. I had the background. I totally messed that. I had the background and wasp. This is remote viewing. This is what we do. Next week, well, actually this Wednesday on Third Eye Live, this episode, I'm going to be putting up the same similar graphic after 3 random targets are generated. It'll start with a B01, B02, B03. So tune in 8 p.m. Eastern for Mark Getty and myself and Robert Solomon on that one. And there may be 3 different cards there. I may just put the backs of cards on. So I want to remove that. But I wanted to thank everybody. I know this was quick because we're all over the hour already. But I want to thank everybody that came in. I'm going to take the tarot cards. I've been shuffling them. And we're going to turn them over. So this was what happened. I'm going to say it this weekend. And this is 7 of Pentacles. And this is in reverse. So work done for the love of work, but without expected material retribution. Poor business or financial management. Not finishing what has been started. That's what took place this weekend. How many of you had a honeydew list you didn't touch? That's what I'm going to tell you. Honeydew list. And I will have an overhead camera next week. So you'll all be able to see this next week. We're going to do present. I'm just taking it from the top. Present. It is the 6 of Pentacles. We're into Pentacles today. Stars. Very interesting because CERN closed today for 4 years. And the last time CERN closed, the last 2 times they closed for maintenance, we had some major league events, one of which was COVID. The other one was the crash of the financial institutions when Lehman Brothers went under. And the Six of Pentacles, unpaid bills, bad debts, greed, selfish, abstention of wealth, bribery, jealousy, and envy. That's what happened today. Now, it may not have happened directly today, right? But it could have happened somewhere in what you've been doing. And this last card is for the future. Boom. And from what I understand, this may be a very good card. And I see my birth sign there. I am a Cancer. It is the Chariot. Triumph, victory, overcoming obstacles, hope, conquest, unexpected good news, great self-control, ability to determine one's own destiny, great physical and mental strength, speed, and travel. So I have the power and the willpower. So we're going to go through the numbers. What you had before relates to number 7, number 6, and number 7. So with that Chariot outcome for this rest of this week, 767, maybe you want to play it on the 3 numbers. You could play it dollar straight or boxed. If you play it straight, 767 and 767 comes out, you're good. But you also may want to pick up one of those lottery tickets. I'm not guaranteeing anything here, but I want to wish everybody blessings for coming in. I'm gonna have a little homework for you the next time, so don't get pissed off at me. But it's good homework. There's some reading, and I'm gonna try to find it for free so I can post a link so you can download it in a PDF form. And if you have a PDF and you have Kindle, you can upload it to your Kindle and read it like a book, and it's free. So, but before we go, I can't thank you guys enough. Stacy Morrison, thank you for your super chat. Diane, boss, I love you. Thank you for that. I love you too, Stacy. And I appreciate both of you very, very much. And of course, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about Bigfoot Michigan Raj. And Bigfoot Michigan Raj, Tuesdays, 9 p.m., I believe. Or was it 10 p.m., Rob? I don't remember. 9 p.m., 10 p.m. And then he does lunch with BMR on Thursdays. And then, of course, you get, basically After Dark Saturday show, usually with Monica and Brandy, and it's just an awesome show. Go subscribe to all of them. And I wish everybody a really blessed week. I'm going to try to chat a little bit more in there. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please like, subscribe, share. This is going to be fun. And I'm telling you, give me 6 months. It's 4 Mondays. It's 4 hours every month. And I think in 6 months, you're going to be untapping things that were previously closed to you or difficult for you to do. And your life's going to get better. And then you're going to be the one that's doing the remote viewing and doing the readings and all that other stuff. So I look forward to this. I'm tired of the people in power trying to dumb us down and dampen our spirits by using block cameras and surveillance and listening in on things and kill switches. And no, we need to rise above this. So stay with me next Monday and stay with us for Wednesday. Third Eye Live with Mark Boom Boom Eddie. But we are going to end the live stream right now. And I hope it's the right one when I press that button. But I'm going to get my media assets ready just in case. But good night, everybody. Blessings for the week. Prayer, healing, recovery, blessings. I love each and every one of you. And I appreciate you guys being here, sharing this time with me. Bye.
The unknown is ever present. If you dare tread inside, join us on this journey deep inside. Your brain, your body, your mind inside, you'll find connecting them all. You'll come alive. Open your mind, open your heart, connect them both to your body. That's how it starts. Give me an hour, I'll give you your life by opening your mind every Monday night. The binaural beats are pumping, the frequencies are dialed in. You breathe in the blue through your nostrils, you exhale the red through your mouth. Your focus is on point, you have no doubt. But this isn't the end. The vibration is taking you higher. Your consciousness is dialed in, connecting every chakra, giving way for the light from within. Open your mind, open your heart, connect them both to your body. That's how it starts. Give me an hour, I'll give you your life by opening your mind every Monday night. You are unstoppable. You are power. You are your future. Love takes you higher, higher. There is nothing that you can't do. There is no one to stop you. Forget the time and let it all fly by.